Hey, Madoka. Thanks for the kind words. Yeah, I'll go with the no equipment. How are you today? Hope you're doing well. You love me? I love you too. Hey, what's up, wizard? What's the hour difference going to be on the weekend? 5 hours earlier. Did I play RuneScape? No, I did not. Actually, I should be using a lesser Odachi. Yeah, I absolutely should be. Here we go, just to make sure it's all good. And remodel weapons, huh? I'll be right back. I hear Maggie.
Maggie.
Oh, okay. Alright, Maggie's all fine. Being a cute cat as always. Alright, so... What to do, what to do. I think I'll stick with this quartet. Get a warm-up going. Almost got no damage on me. Oh. Hey Vandal Monk, good to see ya. Oh. Are the demons my most familiar bosses? No. I think Takeda Shingun is. I fought these guys a lot, but they're not the most. They're more familiar these days with Samurai style now because of the flex stuff. But I don't think they're my most familiar. The Neo 2 bosses are arguably the most familiar. Got to get cleaner. need to learn that attack more. I'm just jumping just because I panic. I think next time I see that, I'll just try to block it to understand the hits. Damn it, I am rusty. And then it slide. Hey, Golden Seed. Suppose they sort of perpetual chaos and famine. What's going on? Did I try Wild Lions to break Yoshinobu's mouth? No, I didn't experiment much with that in general. it's really consistent. I managed to break the mouth almost every time I used it. Wow. That's really good. I got to experiment with that when I tried again. Well, at least I got the bomb off. Damn it! Ooh, I need to warm up. The main idea is to use multiple hitting moves, some multi-hit moves, and some vertical slashing martial arts. Okay. Oh! Damn it. I think I'm getting too comfortable with the game, so I'm not moving as much. Yes. Not good, not good. Some of them are not useful at all for use. Some of them are not useful for all of the glow attacks, whereas grab one using something like Whirlwind could work. Yeah, I've got so much to lab on that guy. Really cool though, because if you break him out when he's almost out of key, he'll be open for a grab attack. Yeah, I've seen that. I didn't realize that for him. Breaking the mouth when he's out of key punishes him pretty severely. Yeah, just like with the burst breaks too. Just see original Neo? As opposed to what? I mean, it's Neo 3. Hey, Chicken Burrito, good to see ya. Yeah, it's Neo 3. It's just base game Neo 3. I don't really have a good flow with these weapons. I need to get better. What should I play first? Wolong or Stranger of Paradise? Hard to say. What do you want more? Do you know much about both games? So greedy. You tested both, but didn't stick with them? Well, if you tested both, then I guess what are you looking for in a game? I mean, it sounds, now that you're saying, hey, I prefer Wolong's parry systems and the story of chaos intrigues me, it seems like you've already made up your mind. So, I don't know what good I can do here. Damn. Okay, cool. Got more comfortable with him at least. That was actually pretty fast. Ah, oh, dang it. Cool though. Jeez. Pretty brutal. Yes. Damn it. My greed. I'm so greedy. I have to be. The only way it's fun. You have a really big question? Yeah, what's your question, Oniryu? Yeah, Chicken Burrito, I'm going reckless. Because I don't have the newest. These bosses aren't new to me. Damn it. Like, I'm very reckless now. Like there! I'm like, oh, instead of me playing it safe, let me try to do 5 actions before he grabs me. Ah. you maybe consider a voice acting career or just consider voicing your characters? Sure, I wouldn't mind voicing them. Oh, he got me good. Yeah, I think DLC will surpass Neo too. You're now 18, but in general, I've been thinking about making my career almost my whole life. Go for it, dude. All I can say is that a lot of other artists definitely, like, go all with your vision. Just be prepared for not making money for a while. Damn. The greed. I cannot. Must be reckless. It's time for not greed maxing, reckless maxing. Hardest fight mechanically in Neo 3? Either Blood Edge Demon or Final Form Vehicle. You think Kunimatsu is the hardest? Oh, you're in Samurai main? I actually find him easier with Samurai than Ninja style. I'll talk about the whole art thing because I have a perspective on it too, being a content creator of sorts. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Oh, seriously? Oh, I didn't see. It was too close. I'm so dead. I'm paying attention to too many different things now. Alright, I think I'll get out of this mission. So I have some thoughts as being a content creator in terms of, since there's some overlap with art and whatnot. So, in my experience, obviously, so here's one thing I want to say. Definitely go pursue the art stuff. In terms of it becoming a big moneymaker, that's a different story. So, the amount of work to put into that is kind of crazy, to be honest. Doing art for... It's not that you wouldn't be successful for... It's not that people are incapable. It's not a matter of capability. It's just the sheer amount of time and effort that people have to put in order to turn their passions into art into a big, like, sustainable money-making thing is just, it's ridiculous. So for example, let's take my content creation. So I don't have a big YouTube channel by any means. I got 20k subs and that's cool for like a couple of niche videos for Neo, right? Whole Neo 2 Academy. But me trying to make it big as a Neo streamer is effectively next to nothing. Now, becoming a content creator is a different story. Content creators can make some decent amount of money. I have met Founding Cowboy, for example, who has 1 million subscribers. And you know, he obviously makes enough money to sustain himself and with his family. He also works another part-time job too, which I won't give specifics on since that's probably private information. I have met other content creators like RuneB. I've spoken to, never met, Dom's Roundtable. The lives that these content creators have, to be very upfront, is never a life I would want. The amount of work they have to put in is just off the charts crazy. Dom's Roundtable, he got the Neo 3 code just like I did. I shit you not. He spent 220 hours within 2 weeks before Neo 3 came out, playing the game and creating all the videos that he did. it took for 2 weeks. And I asked him, like, dude, how much time? Like, you look so burnt out, dude. I'm like, what'd you do? And he's like, yeah, I did like 12, 14-hour days or 14, 16-hour days for like 2 straight weeks. I'm like, bro, what? I'm like, holy shit, dude. I love Neo, don't get me wrong. But 12 to like 14, 16-hour days? 2 weeks straight? I'm like, I love the game, but to make that's separate from me making a ton of money out of it. That's so much pressure. And if I pay attention to a lot of these content creators, like, it's full on, it's just working their asses off. And to be upfront, I'm like, I don't want to do that. If this is what it takes, if this is generally what it takes to become a successful content creator, and even then, there's people who do spend a lot of time and get nothing for it. I'm like, bro, if it's about me making money, I'm better off just working at like fast food joints to make money. Some random ass minimum wage job. At least I'll get some stable income. I mean, for me, in my case, I'm like, well, I think video games is just actually a hobby. Making it a career and doing everything that was required to get into a career is really, really rough. Now, I'm planning to apply to school. I will be applying to schools come this fall to go to graduate school. And I'll get a career that will actually sustain me money. And I won't have to worry about the money thing, and I can just do what I enjoy. And then I get money off the side, which is great. Which is what I want anyway. So that works out. So, but does that mean I'm gonna stop playing Neo? No, it's just a separate thing. I'm not attaching my sense of worth based on how much money it makes, as opposed to just me like creating a lot of good art that I genuinely enjoy, and regardless if I get money, I'll still do it, right? I play Neo even though I make like freaking nothing money-wise. What is it? For the last 28 days, I probably made like nothing. Or very, very little. Okay, estimated revenue for the last 28 days on YouTube, like 125 bucks. Like, that's nice to like go out to a restaurant with, but beyond that, it's like not that much. Right? Like, that's it. So obviously I can't survive on that money, so I'm like, well, just go get a master's degree because that's like legit, and get a license to go practice counseling with, and have a lot of clients, and in the American system worry about like insurance and don't have to worry about money, and get a reasonable pay there, and you know, just work hard at that, and I should be just fine and not have to worry. Okay, cool. Content creation is a whole different matter. So when it comes to art, feel free to do what you love and pursue what you love. Just be aware, if you want to make it a career, it's just a whole different game, not even just in talent. You can be very talented at art, but it may not mean much in terms of you getting the attention you might deserve for good work. There's plenty of capable artists, plenty of talented artists, but they're not given the time of day. But it's just making that love and that passion into a job, as Chicken Burrito is saying, can make you hate the thing. And I think for big content creators like Fighting Cowboy, you can see that he pretty much just goes from project to project to project. Like, he's not playing Neo. He's just like, I played Neo when it came out. Okay, great, I'm done. I gotta move on to the next thing. And I play that game, and yeah, I got fun with it. But he's not like attached to a game as opposed to like, oh, what are the new games that are coming out? Let me play it. Let me get some tips. Let me make some reasonable, good enough guides for people. And then just do the same thing over and over again for games. I get early access, and I'm big. And like, he has his whole system now. But it's busy, dude. It's busy, 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 busy. But in terms of being like, yeah, man, I can chill, and I can pull off, like, I can put out one piece of artwork every so often when I feel like it, and really just enjoy it and have it relaxed, and then people pay lots of money for it. That probably usually only happens when you already made it super big anyway. because you're a known entity. What you put out is noticed, and so yeah, people know you at that point, and enough to you've already cultivated a very strong reputation. Right, and I like to make this hobby of mine fun. I'm just doing it for fun. I give free coaching on self-esteem and relationships on weekends for fun. Making it, say, in the coaching world is, to me, like, there's, for example, dating and relationship coaches, like, fucking everywhere. Alright. I disagree with a lot of them, but if I want to get noticed, I have to output a lot of content. And I have to, like, make it effectively perfect, and it's just, like... It's just a headache. I'm like, bro, just go with the usual channels, get a license, and like get out of this mess. So at any time I'm streaming, if I make money, great, but I'm not trying to make it a career. No fucking way. I already tried that, actually. And even when I got Twitch Partner, because I was grinding for it, when I got it, it was so miserable. I'm like, I don't want to do this shit. I'm just here to have fun. I'm here to learn, have fun. If I want to get paid, go get a proper career, which is what I'm gonna go do. Right, and as Chicken Burrito was saying, if I was prioritizing making money, dude, I would have switched to mainstream games a long time ago. You fucking kidding me? People have asked me to play Kazan. If I was just about like, hey, I want to make a big content creator channel, I would have played Berserker of Kazan. I would have played Elden Ring. I would have played all the Dark Souls. I would have played literally every game that I could on the PlayStation 5 that even remotely touches on my general expertise. I'd play the God of War games. All right, what would I do? I wouldn't what would my channel be? It'd be a hybrid style of Ongball and like Fighting Cowboy, like make a bunch of guides. I'd be like, all right, I gotta showcase the coolest gameplay possible, do some fucking crazy shit, just looks cool, great. How much I like it? Well, as long as it just looks cool to people, great. All right, and then have some guides real quick that people can do that. Boom. Right. Would I even stream as often? No, I'd probably be nerding out on like, oh, for Neo, I'm just gonna focus on really learning how to deflect everything, and I wouldn't lab a lot of things that I do that I like to do now. Right, and I wouldn't be able to spend thousands of hours unless it's a PvP game or it's a long-running game like Path of Exile 2, for example, or maybe like World of Warcraft or StarCraft. Like, I'd have to be exceptionally good at what I do and provide an exceptional service to what I do and be entertaining enough. And not even just that, I would have to churn out so much content. It's like such an uphill battle, and many people don't get the credit they deserve. But a lot of other people, like, content creation is such an oversaturated market as it is. Funny thing is, your gameplay looks 100 times better than any other channel. Thank you. Yeah, and even with that being the case, people aren't gonna watch me. I'm a niche channel. I do things that for a lot of people are very fucking boring. I fight, like, look, I get people coming to my stream like, bro, aren't you tired of this game? I'm like, not really. There's still something for me to learn. Occasionally I get bored, but then I realize, oh, there's some things I can improve upon, something I can learn. And I, like, enjoy that. It's not, like, very popular. It's not, like, considered, oh my gosh, you're, like, putting out, like, bomb-ass videos every day. No, I put out, like, here's a clip of something along my journey of learning this game, and I had fun. If you like it, cool. Today on YouTube, there was a whole deflect step video. That's, like, 2 weeks past now. Like, legit, I am doing the same battle scrolls over and over and over again, not because I'm, like, trying to learn a boss so much, as opposed as I'm, like, trying to improve my skills. And it's, like, very small tweaks that I imagine many people cannot notice. They just see, like, this big fucking blur of, like, 500 attacks, and there's so many subtleties that are difficult to notice. And then within those subtleties, I'm trying to push the limits even further. And it can look so incomprehensible. So there's that. but I'm stuck on a single player game. That's not what content creators who are making a good amount of money do. They switch from game to game to game. And even then, there's so many people playing single player games, so many variety streamers. Some get noticed, some don't. It's just like, if you're trying to make it big in content creation, if you're trying to make it big when it comes to, I guess, yeah, content creation or even art, not only do you have to differentiate yourself, like, there's a lot of other factors too. So I'm reminded of something I learned from my previous job. There was a book called Breakthrough Advertising. And I remember a lesson about 3 different levels in terms of like brand recognition. So assuming, so level 1, level 2, level 3, all right? Let's take Fighting Cowboy. I would say he's at level 3. So what is level 1? Level 1 is like, no one else provides your service. And so you provide a unique service. Alright? Fighting Cowboy, in terms of him providing let's play walkthroughs or guides, that's not remotely unique. So many people on the internet do that. So in order for him to succeed, he has to go beyond level 1. Now there's level 2. Level 2 is like, okay, a lot of other people are providing services, but yours still stands out from them. Because there might be something special about yours, like the materials that you provide. Fighting Cowboy, I would say is level 3, but he definitely satisfies level 2, which is, 1, he gets stuff early, and he does put out some guides, and they're overall very helpful. They're like still good for new players who just want to play like games like Neo. But how many other people do the same thing? Still do like good level stuff for content creation. Quite a lot. So why is Fighting Cowboy big? Because he's satisfying level 3, which is he's personally likable. People actually like him. Sure, there's a bunch of different other content creators who do similar things as he does, but they personally like Fighting Cowboy. So that really helps. Put in another analogy, it's like becoming a like there's doctors, right? Doctors don't provide a unique service, but you'll probably pick the doctor that you actually fucking like, who is qualified and likable. Same skills, but there's something unique about your doctor. You're like, yeah, I trust this doctor. Like you guys know I'm pretty public about some of my own mental health struggles, but I've met different psychologists when I was trying to get diagnosed, and like, I didn't doubt one of these psychologists. I like could not give a flying fuck about. I'm like, okay, this person is just not someone I could work with. They're not following a lot of the basic protocols of like diagnosing me properly with some proper testing. It's just like, okay, it's some informal interview of sorts, and I could already see like, yeah, but you're not really doing something conclusive, and it was just a miserable experience for me. So I'd like just ultimately dismiss what they had to say. And then I went to another psychologist who was very thorough with their testing and got me and like helped a lot. And they were very likable. So I was like, okay, I'm like gonna go with this guy. Are they both qualified? Reasonably, yes. They both have degrees. But I chose the one that I like. The doctors that have bedside manner, I'm gonna prefer over the ones that do not. And so then I like the doctor, like my primary care provider. I really like my doctor. He's like pretty legit. I can ask him a bunch of questions. He's a pretty nice guy. Like, I'm like, this works. He knows a lot of shit. I'm like, cool, I trust him. I'm not gonna go look for other doctors at this point because I got the doctor I want. So in the same way with content creation or with arts or anything of that nature, there's a lot of differentiating factors. And, you know, my heart goes out to the content creators trying to make it big because it's very much an uphill battle that I am not getting involved with anymore. So I hope, and just to be clear, I'm not saying this to dissuade you from pursuing your passion. Definitely post your art design. Definitely share your art design. Is there a possibility that someone might find that to be incredibly valuable? Yeah, but that's not in your control. Don't give up on your dreams. Just don't. I wouldn't hitch my dreams onto necessarily making money. Now, if you want to do that, you absolutely can. Just be prepared for a crazy grind. Crazy grind. So, there you go. There's my little lecture. I like to watch different streamers. I enjoy watching some streamer that's bad at games but got a great sense of humor. Pooper's more like a mix of skill gameplay and ungapping. Yeah, pretty much. Single player game content creation is just a gamble, to be honest. Yeah, compared to like multiplayer stuff. Then you gotta differentiate yourself somehow, whether it is humorous or something. Just gotta find the appropriate audience. They usually follow trends and cover content that can be a good fit for the viewers. Like they focus a lot on the business aspect, not the content creator I personally like. Right, yeah. I tend to focus on like developing more long-term relationships with people on the internet. Like trying to just have fun with like, hey, we nerd out over very specific things and it's fine. It's fine, it's not that big. Just like a couple of people who like vibe with me and I'm good to go. That's really it for me, guys. Let's try this again. Oh, I was gonna fight Kunimatsu for RX. As soon as RX said, "No, man, he's too difficult with samurai style," I'm like, you sure? I'm gonna try to disprove it. I'm gonna try, man. Oh, hey, dummy. Why is it saying first time chatter for you? That doesn't make any sense. Unless you create a new account somehow? Oh, you're on Twitch. Oh, yeah, I'm used to you on YouTube. You're right. I've seen enough content creators make videos hating on a popular game and then follow up with a full playthrough of said hated game. Now that he has people's attention, it's like, oh, he's changing his mind, let's watch. Yeah. I am definitely more jaded. I will not try to ruin the vibe. That's cool. I think you're creating a very cool community around you and with a positive attitude, which is unfortunately not always the case. Yeah, on the internet. That's just how it is. Like, my goal is just to have fun. If there's even one person who resonates with that, which obviously there's more than one considering you're here, Autumn Red and Chicken Burrito, like there's people who resonate with that, then I'm good. I don't need like 500 people to like validate that. I'm just like, one's enough. So it's, I'm like, ooh, I get to talk about Neo with like somebody, it's fun. Or like show cool shit, or you know, just like lab stuff together, like with the bros. I'm good. Just trying to find my tribe. It's good stuff. Whew. Yeah, I don't really... the internet needs to be re-educated. It's so much more fun when people focus on what they like. It is interesting seeing who is on the internet. I got like a fun story about some stuff. I'll tell you guys a funny story before I get on the Kunimatsu. Because yes, RX, you are getting... It's time for you to get exposed. Okay. Let me check if there's been an update on anything from my end. Alright, so if you guys aren't familiar or don't already know, I'm a self-esteem relationship coach, and I specialize in helping clients reconcile. So the types of clients that I help reconcile are those who usually have facing affairs, they're facing divorce, maybe they're already divorced, and you know, they like really serious situations. You know, some of my clients do some pretty crazy shit. Like, one guy cheated on his wife when she was going through chemo. And then she's like, well, I want to leave you, right? So he's like, oh no, like, I don't want to lose my wife. I want to do anything to get her back. But a lot of these clients have a lot of toxic tendencies in them. Or another case where I helped the guy reconcile and his wife was having an affair on. She was cheating on him, I guess. So they've reconciled and they're happy. Or one guy, when during the time I was working at my previous job, him and his wife did get divorced, but then like they were going on vacation together and like getting intimate with one another. So, you know, stuff like that is just part of my bread and butter. One of the clients that I wouldn't say I had a real part in helping, but one of the clients at my previous job, who is now in prison for this, he sexually assaulted his stepdaughter. Pretty messed up. But him and his wife effectively reconciled. Despite a sex crime. So all this stuff is just my bread and butter. So naturally what I like to do is help people save their relationships. So that's just like what I do. And I have clients to this day and I like helping them out and it's fun. And you know, like I get paid for it sometimes. One of my clients I do pro bono work for. So I just like helping people. So lately, I went to Reddit to try to help men who are getting divorced and who do want to reconcile. And they're like, I don't know what to do. Like, I want my wife back. And most of the advice that they get is pretty much just like, well, sorry, I hate to break it to you. There's nothing you can do. Just file divorce, protect yourself, blah, blah, blah. Or, oh my gosh, my wife's cheating on me and she left me for that guy and I don't know what to do now. So I try to help them because I'm like, dude, like, I've actually helped people reconcile. And usually I can tell by the way that they're commenting. I'm like, okay, there are certain behavioral things that they're doing. And that needs to change no matter what. Like, sure, okay, your wife's having an affair or she's left you for somebody else. Obviously that sucks. But that's outside your control. We gotta, like, help you cultivate healthier self-esteem. Make sure you're behaving in a good way, in a great way, in a way that would actually make arguably any reasonable woman comfortable. And yeah, like, can you help your partner feel safer? Can you help your partner, like, trust you? Like, all that. It's very, like, nuanced stuff, but it's very emotional and it's very complex. So I've helped people like that. And when I see these people on Reddit, I'm like, they need the same type of help. And they're asking for help, so I give it to them. So the interesting thing was, I actually got permanently banned today from divorced men. And I'm thinking, like, why? So I've asked them, like, they said I violated the community rules. I'm like, okay, which ones did I do? I suspect they think I'm, like, misandrist or something. And the interesting thing is, on this subreddit, there are some people who are very misogynistic. And I'm like, yo, like, you having this misogyny is gonna fuck over any of your chances of reconciling at all. I'm like hating women in general. I'm like, oh, that's kind of messed up. And some of these men, I'm like, bro, you are so childish. Yeah, like, I'm a misandrist. I'm like, yes, like, I hate men. That's my guess. I don't know. I don't hate women. I don't hate men. I'm generally wary of men because I've had a lot of bad experiences with men. But, like, I'm, like, on my guard. But I certainly don't hate women. I'm like, more often than not, I'm skeptical of men. I'm like, I don't know. I don't trust men. But obviously, like, women are capable of terrible shit too. But for these people, having either of those tendencies, if you're like, hey, I want my partner back, but I hate everything about them because they are insert gender. What? Like this, like, you can't say I love and I hate my partner. I want them. Like, I can't. I'm like, that. No one's gonna feel comfortable with that. I love and I hate you. I want you so close to me, but I'm so angry with you, I wanna hurt you. I'm like, that's fucked up, dude. That needs to be fixed. Maybe that's why they banned you if you don't trust them? Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. I'm just conjecturing at this point. So, Chicken Burrito, I've had issues with women. I've had many issues with women. I've had many unpleasant experiences with girls, too. I just don't hate them. I'm not like, oh, every woman is just... she's just out to get me. Every single woman. I think they're the worst. And they need to be put in their place. Women are shallow, all of them. And, like... if, like, in the same way, let's just flip it. If a woman held that attitude for a man, I'm like, well, okay. I mean, like, you can have that, but if you hold that attitude, you're not gonna get with a guy. And for a lot of these women, they're like, yeah, that's fine. They don't want, they're like, hey, I actually, like, genuinely do not want male attention, and I'm, like, okay with never having a guy touch me ever again. And, like, I'm perpetually single. I've been this way for, like, 5 to 10 years, and, like, this is a lot better compared to anything I ever dealt with. So, like, I'm out. And they're just, like, living their own lives. The women are like, I'm gone. I'm like, I don't want any part in this. The men that I've worked with will try to espouse the same dialogue, but I can tell pretty quickly it's just like they're just grumpy the woman doesn't want to be with them. And then they'll do like a bunch of toxic shit. Like one of the clients I've worked with, he's like, and I don't think he was misogynist, but he's incredibly controlling. He's like, I'm not gonna let my wife divorce me no matter what. I don't care. No. Divorce isn't happening. Because she needs to see that I'm different now. Basically was his attitude. And I'm like, and in my head I'm thinking like, what the fuck are you doing? This is making it worse. And it's so bad for his wife that his father-in-law had to intervene. He's like the guy, like, and this client basically is the type of guy you'd get a restraining order against. I'm like, what the shit? And like, they're so blind to it. These men are so blind to it. So I'm trying to like advise them. I'm like, yo, dude, you keep this up, you're gonna get, your partner's gonna fucking leave you. And not only that, they're gonna like block you, they're gonna put a restraining order on you, they're like never want to see you again, dude. You're like in an emergency, like you gotta change your behavior. But some men just don't want to accept that. I'm like, alright, you want to go with, you feel free to go do your route, but hey, I'm just gonna tell you, like, I've seen how this goes. It's not gonna go well. And like none of the advice that I say I think is particularly inflammatory. It's like, hey man, practice taking accountability. Practice your own values. Like no matter what. Like that should just be who you are. You're like a stand-up dude who tries to do right by other people. And is kind and caring and understanding. I'm like, that will help. A lot. As opposed to, oh, well, my partner is cheating on me, so I'm gonna cheat on them too to get back at them. Yeah, and then they'll see just how much of a catch I am. And I'm like, yeah, we just have to raise up her anxiety a little bit. Or I've like one guy on Reddit, I shit you not, was advocating for a dread game. I'm thinking like, what the fuck? You're advocating for emotional manipulation? Like, are you? Like, you are in a time of stress. Your go-to is emotional manipulation. You don't want to work with your partner. You want to emotionally manipulate them. Like, no fucking wonder they're leaving you. And like, this is what you do when times are hard. You show that when shit gets tough, you are not someone they can depend upon. So yes, they're gonna leave. They're like, yep, I've dealt with all these games. Oh, okay, you're doing the same manipulative bullshit. Okay, bye. Yeah, you go ahead and stew in your own stress and then complain, oh, I didn't get what I want, my tantrum. It's like, this is a bit of a hilarious kind of comparison. There's enough similarities, if you have seen The Boys, there's enough similarities between Homelander and my clients. Not the killing part, but like, you know, like Homelander is just so fucking insecure and he obviously like craves love and validation, but he does all the shittiest things and it just totally fucks him over and like the biggest self-sabotage ever. Super controlling. He doesn't get what he wants. He like outright kills people. He like does all sorts of damaging shit. And then he's like, oh, but I'm a scared little boy, whatever, deep down. I'm like, okay, we get it. We're sympathetic to that. Can you like do nice things? You know, be nice to people? But no, he does like insert fucked up choice every time. And I'm like, what the hell, dude? I'm like, your tendencies is why people, like with Homelander, it's not that he was always a scared boy that was a problem. Like, dude, you do fucking villainous shit. Stop the villainous shit and be nice. Not complicated. But then he's like, no, insert this, blah, 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 blah. And then, of course, Homelander keeps losing over and over and over again, keeps getting re-traumatized, keeps suffering pain, people keep leaving him. And like outside looking in, it's like, oh my god, bro, like we wake you the fuck up. And same thing with like some of the people who are getting divorced. Just to be clear, this isn't like it's not like only men do this. I've had female clients. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? This is really bad. Like I was working with a client and her and her like they're experiencing family estrangement, right? And so they're so focused on like, oh, well, I need to get so and such person back in my life because I don't want to lose out on like my grandkids. And I'm like, but okay, is it just about your grandkids? Or do you actually care about the other person? And I'm like, oh my gosh. Or like, yeah, I just want to do this because I want to get what I want. It doesn't really, and I'm like, does it really matter how they feel, like the other person, or are you just trying to be selfish here? I'm like, we need to fix that first. So, right, RX, it's like talking to a wall. And so on the divorce subreddit for men, and by the way, there's a big difference, and I'll probably talk about this tomorrow. My experiences in the divorce women subreddit is very different from the divorce men subreddit. I'm far more welcomed in the women subreddit. I'm like, what the fuck? They should fucking hate me. Because I'm very public about the fact that, like, I've been divorced, like, I was emotionally abusive, and the women are like, they're like, oh, okay, like, cool. We'll actually entertain what you say, because you can, like, you know, and I'll advise them, I'm like, hey, like, your man abusing you is not a good thing. Like, this shit has to stop. Like, get out of there. And, like, I'm very supportive to them in the way that they need. And some women who are like, like, I can tell they're toxic. It's, you know, they're even then they're like, yeah, you're right, I can see what I need to do, thanks for helping me out, and like they're like more amenable to work with. Whereas the men, it's like, oh my god, tantrums. I don't think it's so much a hormonal thing. I was emotionally abusive, correct. Yeah, I was very neglectful, very neglectful. And serial neglect is emotionally abusive. Like, I abandoned Cass, absolutely. Maybe not. Yes, me. Yes, me. 100% me. I even said, I remember on the Divorcement subreddit, I was trying to like inspire people, and so I said that, like, yeah, like I was emotionally abusive. And then their response was like, it just sounds like you. Like, they spun it as if like I was a doormat. And I'm like, bro, if you know anything about my life, I'm definitely not a doormat. But yeah, so that's. I have my experiences with the internet. Now, to kind of lump all this back to the whole content creation thing, I'm more than aware of what the internet can be like. It can be a big toxic cesspool at times. With a lot of loud mouths and a lot of loud voices and people just ping-ponging onto whatever's hot. Not necessarily what is like sustainable and what's really long-term fun, but just like, oh, what's the latest buzz? And then just like, go from thing to thing to thing to thing to thing. It's almost like, ooh, shiny objects. Like, oh, that was cool. Ooh, that's cool. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. It's like no object permanence. Oh, cool. Oh wait, here's the new thing. Oh wait, here's the new thing. It's like knee-jerk responses, and like, it's not like real sustainable. Like, nothing really sustainable. And then you mix in a bunch of insecure people on there, and it just like devolves. So, I don't want any part in that. I'm like totally cool. Are you like, I'm like totally cool with just a couple people. Anyway, I have to go. Speaking of toxic, we'll go to Kunimatsu. Kunimatsu is a good example of someone who fucking sucks. Okay. We spent the whole game in Neo 3 trying to be like, yo, bro, you're just jealous you can't get Shogun, and for that you throw a temper tantrum across time with Hirako? Like, are you fucking serious? Like, bro, just because you lost Shogun, you plunged the entire nation into chaos. Smart. Real good job, bro. The thing that worries me is, would you over-examine your action too much? That is sometimes not your fault, but you can still blame yourself. Yes. Absolutely. That is generally a chief concern. Which is what I help my clients with. Which is why I say, focus on whether you are like betraying your own values. Your own values. Rather, like, did you, when you think about, hey, these actions that I took, were they good actions? Did I do a good thing or did I do a bad thing? It's all in you. It's not, like, people can say on the outside, oh, well, like, for example, let's take the whole cheating and affair thing. I'm not saying, oh, it's your fault she cheated on you. She went to go with somebody else. She cheated on you because of you. Like, I'm like, no. Like, that's a misunderstanding. It's, did you do things that would contribute to her wanting to, like, not be around you in the first fucking place? Her making that decision to, quote-unquote, betray the relationship, like, let's first, like, understand what the fuck is happening before concluding, oh, like, I'm a shitty person. And just wallow and like in despair. I'm like, that's not what I'm advocating for. I'm not saying, oh yeah, beat yourself up. I'm such a shitty person and I'm sad. I'm just gonna drink myself to death because I'm hopeless and oh my gosh, I deserve to die. And like, no, I'm not talking about that. Nor am I, and I'm definitely not advocating for, oh, the reason my partner cheated is because she's a cheater. Like, both extremes don't work. It's like, no, I'm trying to help my clients figure out, what did they fuck up? What did they genuinely fuck up? If there's something they did to betray their own values, if they're not, like, then that's a fucking problem no matter what. The whole affair thing is irrelevant. But a lot of the clients will refuse to look inwards because they have a lot of shame. that they're not ready to face, they don't want to face. There's a lot of denial. And that denial is usually the death sentence of every fucking relationship that I've worked with. Every time it's the denial. And it's that like obliviousness to like, I'm doing something toxic. So I'm like, are you actually, are you behaving in a way that you personally approve of? They're not used to that. They're used to like external senses, external locus of control, external, I guess, qualifiers for whether they're right or not. I'm trying to help them develop self-esteem by evaluating things themselves and leading a life of integrity. Because if it turns out that, let's say, their partner actually is genuinely like those stereotypical fucked up cheaters type stuff, by them, here's the thing, here's what happens. By them investigating whatever potential flaws that they had, and they've worked through them, and they're a totally different person through that experience, then they can see, hey, eventually, over a long period of time, usually like a year or so, they can usually see, oh, it's not me. I can decide, hey, this person, even though they have had an affair, and I've grown myself a lot, and I'm very healthy, and I'm much more likable, and I'm proud of who I am, and I'm going to keep becoming somebody I'm proud of, more proud of every day, and I'm achieving things, and I feel good about myself. Now when I think about whether or not I want to be with my partner again, I have an understanding of everything that happened. I've talked to them intensely, really understood what the real problems were. Now I can make a better decision whether or not I want to be with them. Now if I determine, hey, even though I've grown a lot, and I'm a lot safer, and I'm a lot more trustworthy, and it's at a level that like I'm genuinely impressed by and I feel proud of, and you know, people generally receive me pretty well too, and like I have options now, and I realize, hey, me investing time into my former partner it breaks my heart, but I'm not going to do it because they've got problems with themselves that they're refusing to work on. Then guess what? That person, I'm like, great, you now are quote unquote the prize, and you've demonstrated it, and you're really good to people, and you're very kind to people, and you're very understanding, and you can sustain and maintain a relationship. Like, then go ahead, go where you want, go do what you want, go live your life happily. So it changes. The optics are less about whether or not it goes away from, hey, I blame myself, I beat myself up, which I never want people to do, versus like being horrible to the other person. I'm like, no, fuck all that. Let's just fix what shit could be messed up inside, do a deep examination. Yes, it'll be stressful, and we'll be overanalyzing things a lot, but eventually you'll develop that sense of security that like, I'm good. I'm good to go. I am worth a lot. Not only just because I feel like it, but because I can see it and I know it based on what I create. So as I've talked about in like past streams, my Q&A streams, that confidence is backed up by competence. Like with Neo, I will say I'm a good Neo player. I mean, my self-worth isn't the highest. But you guys will just say, yeah, you're a skilled player. It's kind of obvious. So I hope that makes sense. Alright. Time to go put Kunimatsu in his place. Or to try. Samurai style only. This is just for you, RX, okay? Just for you. Let's see, can I do it? Damn. Did a lot better. Toxic thought in my head is I don't consider myself a skilled player and sometimes get annoyed by others that can't even meet the bare minimum of standard of mine. Damn, now I feel like a bad Neo player. Oof. I died there, but you got to see, like, whoa, it was a lot of pressure. Some slack. Damn it! Oh, sorry, Average New Enjoyer, I missed that question. Yes, I'm not that interested in the other ones. I prefer these ones the most. I've tried them all. I think I just enjoy these two. I like Kango Jishi significantly, and I like Enko for the speed. Hey, Swolpool, no worries. Oh, okay. It's alright, RX, don't worry about it. Damn it. So, okay. In any case, RX, you got to see that, sure, I died. But does it seem like, wait, actually, Samurai style is a bit more doable? Is it a bit similar to Abra and Magatsu Ippon situation for Neo 2? I guess it's just also a matter of what I enjoy. I don't remember what do you mean by that for the Neo 2? Ta-da! I just had a much more tilt time with ninja style at this fight and almost smashed my controller with samurai style. Of course, practice makes a difference. I came to realize that in my second new game playthrough, but I think deflecting is much more difficult here. Yeah. Just to be clear, I'm not trying to like make you feel bad. I'm just trying. My intent isn't just like when I showcase stuff to people. Average new enjoyer, I'll get your point in a second. When I showcase stuff to people, it isn't about, hey, I want to make you feel bad type of thing. It's not about that. It's about, hey, actually, check this out. There's something different. You could have more fun. I'm trying to help people think. Swolepool, you asshole. Swolepool's trying to make you feel bad. Thank you, Oniryu. You were only using those soul cores in Neo 2 for a very long time before trying the other ones. Yeah, I've tried every single Guardian Spirit. I've spent like at least a stream with each of them. For like totally. So there are a lot of them that I enjoy a lot of them for different reasons. I just can't. Like, I can only use 2, so I pick the ones that I enjoy the most. Like, I can use all of them. I just know which ones I prefer. And they're just my preferences. Yeah, they can feel a little clunky. They're a bit different. I remember I really wanted to work with this one, but then tracking was kind of off because it's gorgeous. I was constantly changing my soul cores in Neo 2. Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true, I would. Right now, my folks, so what I'm changing in Neo 3 is different. So, of course, I'm not changing my soul cores as much in I mean, I'm not changing the equivalent of Soul Cores in Neo 3. That's true. That's absolutely true. But right now, I'm so focused on the samurai style, ninja style gameplay. Like, I changed my weapons, and there's 4 weapons, dude! I'm constantly changing that, and then trying to, like, tweak little tactics here and there. I've still got so much to run with that. I've got so much, dude. It's, like, kind of ridiculous. I'm focused on the style-based gameplay first, and then maybe I'll consider more Guardian Spirit stuff. Could I play with different ones? Yeah, I can do that right now. Let's see, what's another one? Okay, Kusanagi. And we'll go with both forms of Kusanagi. Like, I can do it. It's just, they're not as appealing to me as Kongojishi and Enko. Not yet to me, average new enjoyer. I can understand for others, but not me. You missed the old Soul Core mechanic, you had so much more build variation. Fair. I can do it with other Guardian Spirits. I was saying it for you because I remember you said that some of your playtime Neo 2 could have been avoided. Yeah, for me right now that's been replaced with all the weapon stuff. This is so complicated. I haven't gotten bored of that. The Guardian Spirit stuff is really not in my mind. Yeah, new enjoy. I'm fine. The Guardian Spirit stuff hasn't come into my mind. I'll take a look later. I'm just letting you know. I know you weren't forcing it. I think these bosses are great. Alright, let me use other Guardian Spirits, just for shits and giggles, why not? Your character's full name is Sato, last name Rohan. Cool. Rohan meaning growing, Sato meaning assisted by Wisteria. Cool. No, I know New Endure. I know you weren't forcing me. I was just making like a passionate case that like, nah man, I'm having fun. Ah! You're just trying to understand. You're just trying to help. I get it. It's cool. Alright, different ones. Both Murakumos. Alright, I'm determined to beat that with every single guardian spirit. Let's fucking go. That's all that's happening now. Black Vines places you midair. Ooh, cool. Damn. Oh yeah, I think this game is great. I just have preferences for Guardian Spirits. For me, like I like Kangujishi and Enko a lot, but I've tried them all. Like, I know how to use them all. Oh yeah, Neo has a lot of variations. So sure, like, RX, as you were saying, the Soul Core department, definitely, like, that variation has gone down. So for me to keep getting enjoyment out of it, I've gravitated towards all the 4 weapons across 2 styles. There's so much depth to it. In Neo 2, a lot of the depth was governed, like you said, by the Soul Core. Let's try to do fancy stuff. It's too fun. Let's go, Murakamo. Living artifact this shit. Let's go. Get wasted. Yeah, Murakumo is beautiful. Alright, so I'm using both of these. I'll use the other crazier Kusanagis next. Go! Oh, what? Let's see, can I use all the guardian spirits in this mission? Okay. Okay, next, more guardian spirits. What's left? I've heard Murakumo is trash. Apparently. Apparently. Okay, well, what's next? Super Kusanagis, let's go. Okay. There's another one. That was alright. Not gonna lie, I still think Murakumo's trash. I guess can't be me. Thank you. No! I'll do that all over again. Alright, gotta do it all over again. Let's go. Demon of Pride. Alright, I've got a little bit more time. Still gotta do more Guardian Spirit stuff. I've done 6 of them. This will be my 8 out of the 21, I think. Can I do it? I don't think I can do all the battles today, but it'll be fun. Should do some of the awkward ones later. Okay, more weird guardian spirits. What are the weird ones? So I've used 8. Okay, that's a weird one, right? Oh wait, Narikama Tanuki... Not that weird, though. Golden Shachi. I suppose I could keep going. That's a strange one. Sure. Oops. God damn it. That's the one I just wish it didn't miss. Goroguma a little off. I think they're later than I expect. I try to deflect them, but if you got... I wouldn't know. It's just try to document it. I've found that sometimes some attacks just they're a bit deceptive and when to avoid them. can clearly see the spin attack coming and ready to deflect, but nothing just gets parried. Huh. If it's a bug, then definitely get video of that and then like submit it to Koei Tecmo, or you can post it on one of the Reddit mega threads for sure, because obviously you want hitboxes to be solid. I wish Nadekama Tanuki didn't lose as much ki. It hurts. Yeah, this will be my last one for the day. I think we'll get new weapon classes. I don't know. I don't think so. It'd be cool though. I would be down for more if they can pull it, if they can have a justifiable case. Oh my god. Alright, I think I should probably stop. Got some cool runs. I think these are the two Guardian Spirits that I have the most trouble with, to be perfectly honest. I really want, like, I like the utility of this. I think it's very valuable. But dang, losing so much ki hurts, even during Boiling Counter. And then it just screws up Art's proficiency so much. And then with Ho, I really, really like this ability, but it just whiffs. That is, unfortunately, the painful part. Enhanced Shrapnel Bomb Gauge! Oh, that's too funny. Yes, because I need to be able to throw more bombs, exactly. Alright, well, last turn. Maybe I should stop. No, but I don't want to. I want to get my victory here. Dude, stop whipping! Oof. Alright, this is the absolute final try. And then if I can't do it, I'll just do it another day. camera period should be more rewarding? How so? And why? Okay, last one. This is the final run. Those two guardian spirits, while I love the functionality of them both, I have a lot of trouble. An immense amount of trouble making them work the way I'd like. Either Holt misses or Narika Tanuki just gets, they just don't function the way they'd like. They're not as precise. I hate when Ho just like misses. I'm like, no, the tracking should be better on this thing, man. Come on. Because the ability is just gorgeous. So those two, I think, those two Guardian Spirits are the ones I have the most trouble with. But as I showcased, I don't really have a problem with any of these. But out of all the ones that I have come to enjoy, Kongo Jishi and Ho fit what I like the most. I like the flexibility of the punch actually quite a lot. And then I like the fast one. Enko is also very nice too because it can be used mid-air, so it works really well for me. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today. I leveled up my Odachi at least. Cool. Yeah, Saruto Hiko, the parry samurai should be more rewarding. How? Why? You still here? Did you leave? What's going on? Still here? I'll give you like a minute, but otherwise I gotta go.
また来てね。土産話はあるのだろうな。
That's it. All right, I guess.
気をつけ。
Let's see, what moves am I not using all that much? Just out of curiosity. Miss Slash, probably. I do use Whirling Tiger. Not enough this, not enough that. I'm kind of using a bunch of things. Kasarigama. Starting to use the full moveset now, so that's good. That's good. I might switch out of these. Alright, well, I guess Saruto Hiko left. Oh well. Oh well, it is what it is. Time for me to go. Alright, well, I'm going to be taking off in a moment. For those of you who aren't aware, tomorrow I actually am doing two different things. So let me link that for people here, just so they're aware. So I got a little YouTube post. If you want more details about some things that are happening in my stream, feel free to check it out. I'll just kind of mention it here too. So tomorrow, then starting tomorrow, I have my stream starting at 10 a.m. Central Time, so that's 5 hours earlier than I normally stream, so that's just going to be a thing for the weekends from now on. And then second, tomorrow is going to be the usual Q&A. If there are no questions that people ask, I'll just talk about all sorts of relationship type things, and of course people can just ask me some questions there. And I think I have it slated for 10 to 1 p.m. tomorrow, my time. So if that's of interest to you, pop on by there. Otherwise, if you just want to see Neo stuff, just see you on Sunday. In any case, thank you all so much for watching, for being here as always, and I will see everybody later. Take care and bye.